Hi y'all, I'm Anisha L. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a review on a young lady named Kelly who goes by Kelly Stamps here on YouTube. It's about how she blew up and how it has changed her life. Let's get into it.
Excuse me, the paparazzi were just chasing me outside. It's hard being world famous. I know what you're thinking. You're beautiful, successful, filthy rich, married to Michael Fassbender. What could be so unsatisfactory about my life? Well, it's pretty hard actually. Everybody wants to hang out with me all the time. It's like I just don't have any more time to work on my craft. It's like Beyonce is just constantly calling me, asking me out to the... Hello? Girl, I've seen your YouTube. Do you want to come over and have lunch with me? You see what I mean? Hello everybody, this is Kelly Stamps and I am experiencing rapid growth on YouTube. It is rewarding to finally get delivered, but there are some things that I don't want to get delivered. In fact, I would like to return some of these packages, but I can't because it comes with the territory of being a YouTube creator. Today I will discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly regarding growing online. Let's start with something good. Let's start with more money.
Okay, who couldn't use more money?
So having a large subscriber number does not necessarily mean you will make tons of money right away. It just means that you have a lot more subscribers who have access to your videos, and if YouTube is kind enough to recommend it to them, and you have a good thumbnail, they watch it, and your watch time is high, you will make more money, like I have. YouTube is kind of weird because you're either making $1.20, $120 a day, like what I'm currently making, or $1,200 a day. There's no real in between. It's just you're really poor, really middle class, and really rich. And I aspire to move to this end. It's pretty
Most
cool
definitely.
knowing I'm topping out at like $4,000 right now because just a few months back I was only making $120. It's just so comforting because I work really hard on my channel, and some days, like the past few days, I just didn't want to make a video, but I still made money because when I was sleeping, people across the world are watching. And it's like the best passive, well, I guess it's passive, the best passive income ever. There's going to be a point where I'm going to be making like $10,000 a month, and it's pretty nifty if you ask me. Okay, let's
Wow.
move on to something not so good. I have a list here of all the things I've been experiencing, and I've just been keeping track of it for the past few months. So, subscribers trying to start fights with me. I don't know why exactly. I have a theory. I think that some people can see that my channel is going to grow to 1 million subscribers. So they think, let me try to pick a fight with Kelly Stamps and see if I can get her to say anything mean or nasty so I can make a video about it.
Well, that's sad. Like, why would somebody want to try to get you off your square? I mean, it seemed like it's enough room for everybody, just do your work. I don't know.
I'm just saying. Look, I don't mean to be big-headed. I'm just saying it's not the first time. I've seen this happen on other people's channels before. When you grow, you have more haters, of course, but, this far in the game, you get used to it, all right? Take it as a compliment. The interesting
Okay.
thing is that the haters change. They evolve. They somewhat mutate into a different strain, as in they're not just leaving stuff like, oh, I hate you, your videos are stupid. They are actually actively trying to trigger me to get a reaction out of me. I'll just give you an example. There's a point where these two teenagers, like they're based in, I don't know, middle America somewhere. Like let's just say Arkansas, I think. These two teenagers, they were friends, and they were messaging me saying, hey, we saw your video about like whatever in New York City. It looks great. We think you need a man though. I don't need a man. All I need is money and food. They said I seem stressed out and I should get a man in my life if I really want to grow. Things that, you just want to respond to. You want to be like, that's not true, but I know better. I just didn't respond. So I let it slide. And then the next day, they kept on messaging me. Then they kept messaging me. Then I realized these two have involved in my direct messages. So what I mean is, they started a message with the two of them in it, and they were going from, you need a man. Oh, I think she thinks she's too good for us. Are you into us? Are we your type? First of all, I'm pretty sure they were like 15 and 16. I don't need that Law and Order SVU in my life. I just like the show. I'm not trying to be a perp on it. They kept trying to bait me. They kept saying, oh, I think she thinks she's too good for us now that she has, like, I had at the time 12,000 subscribers, is Hollywood, she's famous, whatever, bet you don't like black guys. I'm like, why are you gonna, everything suddenly becomes race on my channel. Literally, I do not think about race ever. I just wake up like, oh, can't wait to eat today. I don't wake up like, I hope I'm black enough for these people today. So these two were having a conversation with themselves on messages for about, I think, 12 days. So at one point, one of them said, hey, Kelly, all we're trying to do here is give you some sexual healing. Wait, but what kind of sexual healing is a teenager going to give to a grown woman?
Wow.
After all of that weird interaction, I concluded that I think A, they were trying to get a reaction out of me because they were just bored. B, they possibly might have been trying to start some sort of a scandal with me, meaning I know how easy it is to Photoshop. I Photoshop weird stuff all the time, like memes and stuff. I'm thinking if I had responded to them, they would have Photoshopped my direct message to say something different. I think possibly they could have been formulating some sort of a story like, oh, Kelly slid in our DMs and she's a predator. I don't know. It was just weird, and that's not the first time it happened. I've had lots of underage people reach out to me, and I'm like, hey, thanks for the support, but I'm old. I've also had a lot of people send me messages which seem friendly at first, like, hey girl, like, you've inspired me to start my own channel. I'm like, that's fabulous, because my video was a success. I actually got a bunch of people to start a YouTube channel. That's so cool. But there are people who get really angry with me if I don't respond to their direct message. And let me tell you, right now I have at least 3,000. There's no way I can answer all of them. But I do my best. I do respond to quite a bit, actually, every day. There's a point where some people say, okay, then you don't want to like my channel, you don't want to go subscribe. Screw you. You think you're better than me? So that's something iffy that's happening. But again, you just gotta shrug it off and keep your eye on the prize, which is 1 million subscribers. Hopefully in a year. Let's move on to something good on this list. People know who you are. When you grow on YouTube, people know your name, they know your face. You're kind of like a walking brand, and whether you like it or not, people are gonna recognize you. I like it, I don't mind. So before lockdown happened, my friend Rachel, hi Rachel, came to LA for a visit. We hung out, and we were sitting at this acai bowl place, and a girl walked by. This is random, but are you on YouTube or something? Is your name Kelly Stamps? Yes.
She's so quirky.
Quite often when I had actually 3,000 subscribers in New York City, I got recognized a lot then, but because it is so condensed. But before quarantine, I got recognized pretty often. There's a point where I was working, I was working part-time in a restaurant on the weekends, and my manager was kind of just being a hater about my YouTube channel. This is why you can't tell people your business. I believe in myself. I'm going to be a big YouTube star one day, and I'm going to retire from working physically in an office, whatever. Anyway, right when I was saying that, he kind of rolled his eyes at me, and this lady comes in. If you're watching, lady, comment so I can have proof of this interaction. Black lady, she's like 34 years old or something, I don't know, with her daughter. And she's like, oh my God, are you Kelly Stamps? I love your channel. I'm like, what did I say? It was so rewarding in that moment to have a subscriber come in and literally say, I love your channel, I support it, this is great, while my manager was giving me like side eye.
Facts.
How you doing? They did me dirty, by the way, and now look at me. Woo, sorry, I missed you. Anyway, people know who you are, and this can be good if you are a small business owner, or let's say a beautician, or you are just trying to get your name out there. People will know who you are. My neighbor randomly texted me yesterday, hey Kelly, I showed my mom your YouTube video, she loves it, and I get these texts pretty often from people. So it's comforting, and I don't know, it's weird to think that people are actually watching my videos. I'm still not really in belief that it's happening, because I watch stand-up a lot on my computer, and I watch it with a straight face the whole time. It's not because I don't find it funny, I actually find it hilarious, I just don't react, if that makes sense. I think that humans are are social beings, even though I am pretty antisocial. I still am social, so I'm not going to laugh unless a friend is in the room like, oh my god, that's so funny. Until subscribers approach me in public, this really doesn't feel real. And then when people do tell me, they reach out to me saying, hey, watch your videos, I'm like, oh, it just butters my muffin to know that people actually watch my videos. I think it will actually hit me once I have 1 billion subscribers. Something on my list that is good / bad. Having managers reach out to me. So part of growing online is that managers and agents reach out to you because it turns out YouTube is an entire business. There's a whole empire built around YouTube, and I did not know any of this until right now. So I've reached out to other YouTubers, been asking them what's it like being a full-time YouTuber. I thought that it was just ad revenue, that you make money monthly on YouTube and that's it. Maybe some sponsorships? No. There is a whole industry. It is worth millions. I just didn't know because, it's very new.
Well, that's nice to know. I can make millions.
Basically, an agent or a manager will triple your monthly earnings if you're a successful YouTuber. By triple, I mean literally take the number that you're earning monthly on YouTube from ad revenue and add a few zeros to the end. Turns out there are brand deals that go up to $20,000 for people with, a channel size of, let's say, 500,000 subscribers. So the good thing is that I have lots of managers and agents reaching out to me who see my potential and they want to help me grow and elevate to the next level. Kelly stamp to Kelly envelope, enter a different tax bracket. The bad is some of these people are ill-intentioned. They just want to take my money. I wouldn't necessarily call this a bad thing on the list, but people are trying to rush me into contracts. And I don't like being rushed, and I don't like being told what to do. And I don't like contracts. As a person who is vibrant with ADHD, you can't lock me down into anything. Like, I can be locked down into marriage, because I'm a hopeful romantic. I can't wait to fall in love with some beautiful man in the countryside of France and have a dog together. Other than that, don't like contracts. I'm on the go. Catch me if you can. There are lots of options, and I don't really know who's legit, who's not legit, who can actually help me, because some managers come from big name companies, but a big name doesn't necessarily mean they're going to make me a big name. Some of them say, hey, we work with insert big YouTuber. I'm like, okay, I don't care your name dropping. What does that have to do with me?
Right.
So I think there's actually an advantage to have a small agency work with you. But that's a different topic. That's for a different video. Too long didn't read. Lots of people in Hollywood are trying to take my ad revenue. Good luck trying.
Okay. Miss Kelly.
Let's move on to something else on this list that's not so cute. Stalkers.
Oh.
It's a serious problem.
Not
Thankfully,
stalkers?
these are not physical stalkers. Excuse me if you hear construction noise in the back, by the way. This is really irritating. I have no other place to film other than home because we're in quarantine. So you're going to hear buzzing. I've been trying to stop talking whenever they start drilling. It's like they're doing a damn root canal outside. So I don't have any physical stalkers. Nobody is trying to kidnap me at the moment. Nobody is following me around to my house. Even if you do, I'll just let you in and be like, can you help me film a video? But online stalking is a very serious problem, and I hate that now I am privy to the details of what it's like dealing with online stalking. I have 4 documented stalkers right now, cyber stalkers, who have been threatening to hurt themselves, threatening to hurt me, threatening all sorts of nasty stuff that I'm not interested in. And it's not going to stop, sadly. They said, we will stop once you give us a date. You're not going to get a date. Like, when has that ever worked? At first, it was scary. I was thinking, oh man, like, I can't visit certain cities anymore. Like, I don't want to go to Dallas or New York City or whatever, Montreal, because these guys are there. But I ain't scared. 50-cent stamps, spent some time in the hood. No, I didn't. I am born and raised in Marina Del Rey area. Yeah. Nothing scary here. The only thing that's scary is the parking at the Cheesecake Factory lot on a Saturday afternoon. Impossible. Yeah, I am a small, nimble fly. I cannot fight ignore it. So that's what I've been doing, just ignoring it. I feel like I specifically, though, get a lot more stalkers or just weird people in general because of my weird, like, Lisa Monavon meets Candace Owens meets...
Pause. So this is something that I haven't really heard about, is stalkers. Not something I really even contemplating happening, but something to take note of.
Sandy Newton meets Naomi Harris face, and people can't tell if I'm like 22 or 32. So I just have that face that attracts crazy. But it's good, it's working for me though because I'm growing. Something else on this list that I'm experiencing is ghosts of dates past popping up out of the blue trying to talk to me. Hey, Kelly, long time no speak. Like, let's keep it up. Let's not speak. The same thing is happening with girls who I don't speak to anymore. Again, they didn't do anything wrong. They're just people who just are not close to me, or they're friends of friends and they just aren't really that nice to me, nor do they ever show any interest. They've ghosted me for weeks. I tried texting like, hey, let's meet up, hey, let's, and they just don't reach out. And now they're like,
hey girl, oh my god, I love you so much. Can we do this together?
but it's not a crime to want to hang out with somebody who is becoming successful, because I actually like that. That says that you have good taste. You want to hang out with me because you know that I'm doing something right in my life regarding YouTube or regarding growth. So you want to pick my brain. That's not a bad thing. It's only bad when you ghost me for weeks and now you want to hang out. But on that topic of learning from other people, something else, the last one on this list is new YouTube friends. I am in quarantine becoming acquainted with a lot of my favorite YouTubers, and it's cool. I see myself very soon possibly being a full-time YouTube creator because it allows so much flexibility, and it really is the best job in the world, I might say, if you have what it takes to do it, and if you have all of the, the it factor, the looks, hardworking talent. I've been in communication with a lot of top, bigger YouTube people who have turned it from a job to a career, not just a YouTube career. They've turned it into multimedia. They've turned it into teaching people how to invest in stocks and acting and modeling and different avenues. So it's really nice to have friends who don't believe that 9 to 5 is the only way. And these are people who I will meet up with soon after quarantine. I just can't hang out with them now because, we're on lockdown, we're all in prison. But when the prison break comes, we're all gonna get lunch. So having my miniature blow up on YouTube has attracted lots of people who have similar channels, who are way bigger than me, and I want to surround myself with people who are more successful, smarter, better looking, faster, stronger than me, because you are the sum of your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you, 100,000, for subscribing to me. Goodbye, and thank you for watching. If you have anything you would like to add to the comment section about your own growth, things that you're experiencing as a small, medium, or thick YouTuber, please comment below. Goodbye!
Well, that was pretty interesting. I guess the thing to take from this is to stay on your square, remain focused, don't listen to the haters, watch out for the stalkers, and keep going. Okay? Well, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Only if you want to.